Yep. Nope. That was new animations. Whoa. Hang on. Fucking whoa. Hold the door. Hold the fucking door, boys. Hold the door. Stop the fucking presses. We put a little bit of effort into something. Hang on. Let me see that again. Look at that! Look at what happens when you put some fucking effort into your video game, you know? It's a small animation, but it's a start. He's got new voice lines. He's got new voice lines as well. Fucking hell, dude. Imagine if we could do this for every patch. Yeah, I'm still trying to get the fucking new map here. Why are we not doing this every fucking patch? Why are we not revisiting characters like this? It doesn't have to be a chapter-specific thing. Why are we not doing this? You'd see a really fucking distinctly different side of me, boys, with this game if this was the fucking norm. Right here. If they fucking put effort into it. It's why I complain about the game all the time and say it's so shitly balanced and say it's so shit about it. Because it is fucking shit. Because they don't put effort in at all. But now here they are. So I'm going to praise the fuck out of this and say, well done. Good. Keep it up. Please keep doing this. I am spending money on your fucking product. Alright, here it is. Fucking pinch me, boys. Is this a behaviour game? Nice little intro as well. Holy fuck. This looks fucking nice, dude. This actually looks fucking nice. First impressions, boys. I'm happy. I am actually happy. Because this looks like something they should be doing in 2026. This is what I was talking about, boys. All the times that I've been going on about... the fuck is that laugh, dude? All the times I've been going on about the quality and all that kind of stuff. You've got music when you get to S rank. You get your own little tunes. Suddenly it looks like they wasn't actually lying, boys. To be honest, I'm actually fucking happy with this. But again, fellas, this is what they should be fucking doing with every release. And I'm going to say this right now, as obviously this has left a really good taste in my mouth as I walk through this map. It's very cyberpunky. I want them to do this with every original killer chapter, to be honest. Imagine this level of rework with Dredge or Singularity, you know, making a fucking nightmare realm for like Dredge and all that kind of stuff, progression of you know, Garden of Joy and all that kind of stuff. I've said it for fucking ages, boys. I am not ranting for no reason. If they make shit like this all the time, I won't complain about the game. I legit would not complain about the game. This looks so fucking good. It is insane, dude. I am genuinely really happy with this. And this is like alt timeline to some people that probably watch me. Because here's the good version of Nem, you know? Well, this is really good. This is genuinely really good. And they need to start doing this shit for every chapter. And obviously, you know, if you don't watch my videos, obviously nobody in a development role will actually be seeing these videos, but cry about it. I am going to say it that they need to do this. They need to start just doing this quality all the fucking time. Because the reason I say this, and obviously it's not being entitled. It's not being entitled, it's not being demanding, it is being a consumer. You know, I'm paying money consistently, as a whale, obviously, into their product. So I have every right. Is that Shaq? That's Shaq, innit? I have a right to ask for stuff like this. And if they give it to me, I'm going to spend more money. You know? I've got no issue with spending money if I get quality in return. Consumerism is about scratching backs, ladies and gentlemen. You make fun shit, you make high quality shit, I will buy said shit, you know? Right, ladies and gentlemen, the PTB is here. The All Kill Part 2 chapter, basically. We're going to do a review, see what is actually new in the cosmetic department. You'll know what I'm referring to there. And we'll just provide honest opinions and generally review it, and then we'll have a look at the map and see how that does. We're going to be playing against bots. I'm just going to warn you straight away because I'm not queuing for about half an hour to go against fucking TTV prats in a Discord call. So we're going to be exploring the map from the killer perspective and anything new that might actually be here. Okay, we've got a save game error straight away. Okay, now we're actually in. That was a good start, wasn't it? Do we have an intro cinematic? Although I don't think they do these anymore, do they? No, won't be on the PTB. Right, let's have a look. Let's see what we're dealing with. We will actually read this, because this is going to be the patch notes for this, because I want to know what's actually been changed. So, we're going to do a little bit of reading just before we get in there. I'll put timestamps on so you know where to go to for whatever aspect you want to see of the video. But yes, welcome to the PTB for chapter 39. Please read below for a quick summary of the new content you'll find. For a list of patch notes, please see below. Important progress and save, we know about that. From February 17th, it's just telling me that that's the cut off for the save progress. New map, Trickster's Delusion. The map is actually called Trickster's Delusion. The Sleepless District will be the new realm. Now, we're going to stop to say things and provide things and thoughts with this. Unless this is fucking Grenville, basically the new map is going to be the Sleepless District, Trickster's Delusion, and that's fucking it, because we never actually add new maps these days. I don't even know what the last map was, to be honest. We didn't get one with Krassu, we didn't get one with Stranger Things. I don't know who was before that, I can't remember the order. But it's at least 2 chapters where we haven't had a map now, so again, based on what we've seen of the actual marketing for this, though, this does look genuinely really good, and I am actually excited to see this map in, you know, with my own eyes, and I would like to see different districts, we'll call it, you know, different areas within what I believe is Seoul, I want to say, Tokyo. So I did read up about, there's a bit of a tie-in with K-pop Demon Hunters with this as well, because apparently the guy who voices this new survivor is a member of K-pop Demon Hunters. I think he was one of the... It's weird to me because I don't actually know what it is, because it was like the movie, like the kids cartoon, K-pop Demon Hunters, and then it's also kind of like a pre-existing real-world band or something. I don't actually know what it is. It's really weird. The perspective that I got from it started as that kids show that came out a couple of months ago, and then it developed into its own real world band, because they started, at least in the UK anyway, they started playing their songs on actual fucking radio stations. I listen to this when I'm in work, you know, just casually on the radio. But apparently anyway, the guy who voices this survivor is one of the members of K-pop Demon Hunters, who played one of the male demon voices in the movie, I think. I think he was like the main demon guy in it. He's voicing this survivor, so... New survivor perks. Fucking hell, here we go, boys. Get ready for this shit. Place your bets. I'm not looking at it because we do this every time. Place your bets on what type of way they can now stun us or gain iframes for this particular patch. Let's have a little gander. So flow state. Whenever a generator is completed, earn 1 token up to 5. For each token, you bless and cleanse totems 10% faster. That's not a problem. You heal 10% faster, and you unhook survivors 10% faster. Right, okay. So, heal speeds that are already borderline instant already, with the advent of Resurgence making it so that you actually never have to make a heal perk ever again, because you just run that and get insta heals off the hooks. We've now introduced 10% faster heals on top of that, because we don't play the game we're designing, and we haven't had the foresight yet again to understand that people will fucking stack this and basically just insta heal off hooks and further remove the benefits of survivors hooking, the time-based benefits of survivor hooking, because they'll literally just be able to skip the entire fucking healing off hook state period Great. So we're off to a fantastic fucking start. They also unhook them 10% faster as well. A place for us, while healing another survivor. Oh, he's a healer. Okay, so yeah, we're going to have insta-heals again this patch, boys. Let's get ready for this. While healing another survivor, you gain elusive. I don't actually know what elusive is. I believe this is no scratch marks, but I don't know why you'd do that when you're healing a survivor. This is the latest status effect that's been added. But I don't know what this is outside of undetectable or whatever. Whenever you finish healing the obsession, they gain elusive for 30 seconds. When the trial starts, you are less likely to be the obsession. Can't really comment on that because I don't know what elusive is. I'm assuming elusive is... Is it something to do with hiding scratch marks and pain sounds, I think? I think that's what that is. It kind of feels useless though, because you both gain elusive, so you're both going to have... So you basically, if this is what I think it is, you give the other survivor bite the bullet. Whoever you're healing. You both gain bite the bullet if you're injured. Both of you are injured. So whenever you finish healing the obsession, they gain elusive for 30 seconds. So if you heal the obsession, they get it for 30 seconds beyond being healed. So there's a benefit for healing the obsession, basically. And yeah, you're less likely to be it, because you're going to be wanting to heal the obsession. Right. Don't know about that. Here we go, here's a chase perk. 5 moves ahead, while you're in the killer's terror radius or chased by the killer, you see the auras of the 5 closest pallet and windows. You drop pallets 50% faster. Whenever you drop a pallet, it's cooldown for 20 seconds. So 50% faster on top of pallet drop speed at base, that's basically instant. So that's going to be instant pallet drops. And you also see the auras of 5 closest pallets and windows when, again, just for the reasons I mentioned up at the top, again, the dev doesn't play their own game. They don't actually understand that windows of opportunity exists. That already shows them windows and pallets everywhere anyway, within a, I think it's a 32-meter radius, with no actual, you know, prerequisite or anything like that. So the first part of that perk with the auras of the 5 closest pallets and all that kind of stuff is pointless, really. Although it's kind of just power crept windows, actually. That's Windows power creep. That's actually Windows power creep. The reason it's Windows power creep is because you still get the Windows effect. You see the aura of the 5 closest pallets, so they're obviously going to be the places you're going to want to run anyway. You're going to run there with Windows. But you also get a 50% drop to pallets on top of that as well. So that's power creep windows, as far as I'm concerned, because it's just windows with 50% faster pallet drops. Because you're always, if you're running windows, you're always going to run to probably these 5 closest pallets or windows. That's just because it's while you're in the killer's terror radius as well, or just being chased. So when it's relevant, the 2 places when it's relevant. That's power creep windows. It's actually power creep windows, I think. Right, okay, so the main takeaway for Survivor this patch is they've got instant pallet drops, and basically healing is going to be instant, which means you're going to have even less benefit to actually hooking survivors now. Because the time that they spend healing is going to be drastically cut down, because again, we still can't understand that Resurgence exists, and We'll Make It exists, and all these kind of healing speed buffs already exist. We've just literally printed yet another fucking healing perk. Fucking idiots. Right, let's have a look at the Trickster. We'll have a look at how he's been butchered. Summary, the Trickster now gains style points by throwing blades, injuring survivors and performing distinct gameplay actions back to back. The Trickster goes up in style ranks by earning style points. Each style rank improves the Trickster's blade throw and locker restocking speed. Okay. That's pretty good. So, basically, before we continue, I'm sort of visualising already that the more blades you land consecutively, this is kind of similar, or lends itself to, I think it was Iridescent Photo Card. The one where if you get consecutive blade hits on survivors, your speed increases. But that was haste rather than... This is throw speed. So it's kind of similar to base kit Eerie photo card, but not the haste. It's throw speed and locker openings. It seems like it might be quite good, because he's gonna... The more he hits you, the faster he's gonna get, which means he's gonna accelerate and hitting you. It's good. Main event can now only be activated once reaching the highest style rank, so we'll have to see how that goes, because that might actually lock him out of using his power. Style points and style ranks are tracked via a new user interface element custom made for the Trickster. Custom made for the Trickster. Look at us, we're implementing fucking fire changes, look at that. Custom made for the killer it's designed to be on. That's concerning though. Main event can now only be activated once reaching the highest style rank, so the problem I have with this immediately is what they've done is they've basically took 50% of his power, which is the main event, which is one of the main sources of him downing quickly, and they've locked it behind this design space of style points. So his main event now, as a prerequisite, is going to entirely hinge on whether this style mechanic is actually usable and is actually good in his game. Because if it isn't, and it's hard to achieve, or it's hard to, you know, do it, he's going to make or break him now with his main event, because he gets locked out of using his power moment, because he has to do this fucking prerequisite of style. So we'll have to see how tedious this is. I don't know why we can't just leave things like this the fuck alone on a fucking, what is he, fucking C-tier killer at best. Because the main event's the only fucking thing that he has that can reliably, rapidly down, which is what you need, in the same breath of adding fucking insta-heals every patch, and ways to actually combat killers, insta-dropping pallets, for example, in Chase. The speed of him getting you down with the main event would actually provide a counteract to this, which is now instant pallet drops. Okay, base kit, here we go. Right, the Trickster's movement speed decreased to 4.4, was 4.6, so they've made him 115, so that's going to put him down to D tier, regardless of what his power is, because no killer should be 110 in the current game state when survivors are already 115. Blade count decreased to 36, so he has even less blades. Decreased his terror radius to 24, was 32, that's alright. Decreased time to enter throw state from 0.3 seconds was 0.35. You're probably never going to feel 0.05 of a second. That's probably not going to have too much of an impact. Decreased time to exit throw state to 1.15 to 1.25. That's 0.10 of a second. A tenth of a second. So this is good, these two, where you're basically decreasing the amount of time he spends locked out of playing the fucking game for using his power, but 0.10 and 0.05 of a second is probably not enough. Increased time between blade throws to 3.3 seconds was 0.3, so we've increased the time between blade throws by 0.03 of a second for some reason. Right, decreased base throw state move speed to 3.68 to 3 was 3 points. So they decreased the speed of his movement when he's throwing blades. Again, no. Added 8 consecutive blade throws. Throw state movement speed is decreased. What the fuck is all this? 3.68. His base throw state move speed is 3.68. It was 3.86. This shouldn't have happened anyway, because it didn't need to be decreased. So every situation I've shown you boys where we're chasing survivors around loops with blades, and I've slowed down while throwing blades to the point where they literally match your speed, and you can't actually get around loops to keep the pressure on with the blades. As long as they run to a loop, they're just completely safe. This is now even fucking worse. And then whatever the fucking hell this is, after 8 consecutive blade throws. Oh right, okay. No, I know what this is. So these last 2 places, this is punishing him for using his fucking power. This is punishing him for using it. So after he's thrown 8 blades, his move speed gets slower and slower as he's throwing blades. They're fucking idiots. They're absolute fucking idiots. He's down to 115 in a game where survivors are the same fucking move speed as killers. He's been butchered again. Fucking idiots. Absolute fucking dickheads. Increased blade throw rate per blade thrown. After 8 consecutive blade throws, the throw rate is increased by 5%, but we've strapped bricks to his ankles, so as long as there's a wall there, this means fuck all. After 16, yep, it's doubled basically, but again, it's going to mean nothing because you've just chained him to the fucking floor for using his power. Laceration now only counted using whole numbers, previously decayed into decimals. Laceration meter decreased to 6. Was 8, so he doesn't need as many blades. He needs to land 6 to get an injure. Depends if that's going to be enough. Laceration meter decay delay decreased to 12 seconds. It was 15, so it decays faster. The delay's been had 3 seconds trimmed off it, whilst we've also decreased his move speed, so he's going to spend more time just following him at the same speed. And we've reduced the decay, so those blades, if you don't get them out positioned, are never going to do anything basically. Increased laceration stack decay time to 3 seconds was 2. I don't actually know what that is, so I can't really comment on that. Don't actually know what the stack decay time is. Visual feedback updated, now displayed on the survivor directly for both survivors and killers. It was already displayed on the HUD. Fucking hell. Gonna be lit up like a fucking Christmas tree this game soon. Absolutely fucking insane. I don't know where the point stops, fellas, where in the PvP game, that, mind you, is still advertised on the Steam store as an immersive horror experience. We're walking into yet another patch where they're going to tell people things that are happening to them. Here's the status effect you're under. Here's what this killer's doing. Here's how many hits with blades the Trickster has on you. That's going to probably be pinned onto the fucking backs of survivors. You know? Fucking wild, dude. I do remember, I wonder if they've added it back, because I seem to remember when Trickster was first released, it was displayed on the screen when he hit the blades. It has like these purple lines around the edge of your screens. I don't know if anybody might remember that. But you'd take blade hits and you'd see the purple slashes across the screen, or the corners of the screen. They got rid of that for the little HUD thing, the little circle on the HUD. So I'm assuming I bet they've added that back for survivors. Because then you'd get to the last one, where the next blade would injure, and then them strikes on the survivor screen would turn red. And then, obviously, it'd shatter, the screen would shatter, when you got his last hit on you. I bet they've added that back. Which isn't bad. I thought that was enough back in the day. Laceration cuts removed from survivor's user interface. Or maybe it isn't then. Maybe that's still in the game then. Because I've never played against a Trickster as survivor. Because he just doesn't get played. Yeah. Where are we? Style points. Trickster perform the combo action generates style points. So here we go. This is going to make or break his power, because this dictates over when he can use main event. A combo action is triggered when 2 back-to-back gameplay actions are distinct. So the following actions generate 1 style point. Hitting a survivor with blade, first hit only. Injuring a survivor from laceration or basic attack. Hooking a survivor. Basic breaking a down pallet. Basic breaking a breakable wall. Oh yeah, this is the patch as well in it where they've reworked breaking pallets. They've made the game even more two-dimensional by any sort of add-on or killer power that can break pallets doesn't add into perks now. Because apparently 90% of the lower end of the killer roster is still too strong for all the brain-dead apes that play this game. Damaging a generator, snuffing a boon totem. So half of this is going to be useless. So we need to think about... So consecutively, you get 1 style point for hitting a survivor. That's when you enter the chase. You hit the survivor, you get your first blade hit. Every other blade hit doesn't add a style point. So then you injure the survivor. So that's when you do get your second one if you've got the laceration, because it is from laceration, thank fuck. Or a basic attack. So he gets another when he injures them with the blades, or gets the basic. And then you get one for hooking a survivor. So that'll take you to 3. You also get them for breaking downed pallets. Breakable wall isn't going to be relevant. Damaging generator for me isn't going to be relevant because damaging generators doesn't do anything. It's literally a waste of time. And snuffing a boon totem, never going to come into play. So there's 3 sources: hitting them with a blade, hitting them with a basic, and hooking them. And the pallet's 4 sources. And I bet it's probably 5 he needs to get his main event. Sure. The following actions generate 2 style points. Oh, here we go. Hitting a survivor with 4 blades from at least 4 meters without missing or exiting the throw state. So you have to get 4 consecutive hits without missing. You get 2 style points from 4 meters. Hitting a survivor with a blade from more than 16 meters away, interrupting a survivor. The following actions generate 3 style points. Hitting a survivor with a blade through small gaps. Right. Depends what they mean by a small gap though, doesn't it? Because if this means stuff like the railings on Hawkins, which I usually use as a benefit, because usually a lot of survivors think they're safe behind railings, but you can throw through them. Maybe that gets you 3. So there's 6 of them. E, D, C, B, A, and S. Style ranks each have their own respective bonus, maximum throwing rate and locker restocking speed modifiers. Higher bonuses at higher ranks, yeah. The higher style ranks require more style points to reach. Yeah, I can pretty much fathom this. Higher style ranks feature progressively shorter combo timers. This wouldn't be so bad. I'm going to comment on this again. This wouldn't actually be so bad. This looks like it's actually getting a bit ambitious, and I'm not against this. But at the same time, this is the game with insta-heals and rapid generators in the game. So if you expect killer players to pull this shit off whilst everything's fucking going on that exists in the game at the moment, don't know. Earning style points refreshes the current style rank's combo timer, so style rank combo timers are paused while the Trickster is performing interactions with survivors or interactable objects. S rank. When reaching of S rank, survivors within 44 meters of the Trickster are revealed via Killer Instinct for 4.4 seconds. Killer Instinct is the worst form of aura reading. All survivors are notified across the trial. Why? Why? Again, information. Why? Why do they know every single aspect of killer powers? What's wrong with using a little bit of grey matter? Insane. Even more information about the killer power on a C tier. While in S rank, the Trickster gains 44 meter terror radius, so he gets a bigger warning on approach. Lullaby is disabled. Laceration meters decay 50% slower. Blade throwing locker restock speeds increased to maximum. No telling of what the percentage is. Main event can be activated. So he has to reach S rank to get his main power now. And based on what they've set up there, he slows down even more to use his power. There's a 66-second combo timer. S rank cannot be paused or refreshed. S rank always reverts to E rank. Yeah, that's just the way it ends. Main event, press the secondary active button to activate main event. Main event lasts 8 seconds, was 6, so they've extended it. The Trickster throws blades at 1.67, the default blade throw speed. No, it's not affected by consecutive blade throw or style rank blade throw modifiers. Survivors near the Trickster are notified. Okay, now. While performing main event, S rank timer is paused. Each blade hitting survivors awards bonus style points. The Trickster can cancel main event, main even, via the secondary ability button. It's the same, it's just what it was. When main event ends, the Trickster's power goes on a cooldown for 4 seconds. So when it ends, he gets locked out of playing the game for 4 seconds. So if they run him to a loop, bear in mind he slows down when he throws blades. Again, this is one of the principal problems he has, which is why I always bring this up, because they've made him 110 again, when he shouldn't be 110, because no killer should be 110, when survivors are borderline the same fucking move speed as survivors, which means when they actually run you to loops, he can't fucking catch up to anybody. So this now goes on a 4-second cooldown, because usually when you reach a loop and you are within main event, by that point, the main event isn't going to do anything for him at that point, so you want to cancel it, but now you're going to get locked out of the game anyway for an additional 4 seconds after that, with this addition to it again. Something that's still in the game. I don't know if it was always 4 seconds, but 4 seconds is a long fucking time in a chase as well. Clueless. S rank resets to E rank. Trickster goes up in style ranks over time based on bonus style points earned during main event. There's so much mention of this shit, dude, like over and over again. Trickster's add-ons, Memento Blades. So Memento Blades was the one that increased his throw speed. Displays a reticle while aiming blades, so that's gone. Trick Pouch, this was the one that increases the amount carried blades. Yep. That's reworked, is it? No, it's not reworked. It's just mentioned. They've just put it all they put all the things there. I think that's the same. I think. Killing part chords increases time between before style ranks D to A decay by 20%. Inferno wires decreases showstoppers cooldown after main event by 10%. G Wounds autograph increases the duration of main event by 33%. So this became tequila for some reason. This literally became tequila. Right. Lucky Blade. On every 8th blade hit, an additional bonus is assigned at random. Gain 3%, increases laceration by 100%. Whoa. Ah, it's on the 8th hit though. What? They've said they've reduced laceration down to 6 blades. So on every 8th blade hit, then it goes up. So it has to decay for you to get that off. You gain 3% haste for 3 seconds or gain an additional style point. Okay. Caged Out Shoes, increase movement speed while in the throw state by 1%, so that's fucking nothing. Basically, I was going to say I'm probably going to have to pivot to running this, but that's fucking nothing. Tequila Moonrock, here it is. Increases throw speed by 10% for 8 seconds after gaining a style rank. That might be good, to be honest. Depending on how many points it takes to increase the style rank. Maybe, because it is for 8 seconds as well, which is a decent amount of time in chase. Bloody Boa decreases the speed at which laceration decays by 10%. On target single increases time before laceration starts decaying by 15%. Yeah. Fist Spin Soda increases the number of blade throws required to slow movement speed while throwing by 2. That might be the Plaster Fix add-on, just to stop this fucking bullshit that they've added into the game with the slow move speed. It just shouldn't exist, boys. It just shouldn't exist. Waiting for you. Watch. Survivors whose laceration meter fully decays are revealed for 4 seconds. Yeah. By that point, you've probably given up on the chase, or you've lost the game anyway at that point, so that's kind of useless. Ripper Brace for each style rank. You basic vault windows, basic break pallets. This sounds so fucking stupid, dude. Unbreakable walls and damage generators 3% faster. Okay, it's useless. 3% faster. Melodist Murder increases blade reload speed at lockers by 25%. That hasn't been changed. Diamond Cufflinks reveals survivors' auras for 6 seconds when their laceration reaches 1 blade. That hasn't been reworked either. It's got an extra on it. Edge of Revival album. Blade hits from more than 32 meters away deal 100% more laceration. So I believe that's double. You get 2 blades worth of... Yeah, 2 blades out of 1 basically. For more than 32 meters. It's not going to be very viable though on most maps. Trick Blades, these were the ones that bounced off walls. Blades can ricochet off the environment once. Hits after a ricochet deal 100% more laceration. That's kind of a buff, because it used to just be blood points for additional hits. So if it hits them again, they get double the thing. That might be worth running now, actually. If you can get a hit on them and then it bounces and then they get basically get 3 ticks out of 1 blade, from what I know. No, you can't actually, unless you run it with this. If it's no, they've removed it, the one that pierces through survivors. So that's just gone. When reaching a new star rank, adds a stackable 1% haste bonus, or stacks last until star rank decreases by any means. That might be worth it, because that means it starts at E, was it? So E, D, C, B, A. It's 5% in A rank, which makes him back to what he should be at 115. So it's a purple rank to basically buff him back to what should be base kit. Okay. Refills blades by 50% of the maximum when main event ends. That's not too bad. But again, you've got to get to main event again now. Iridescent photo card increases the duration of main event by 100%, so it doubles it. That's to 16 seconds, I think it was. Yeah, 16 seconds worth of main event. When main event is activated, it reveals your aura to all survivors and blocks all generators for 6 seconds. That's more relevant to survivors, because blocking a generator for 6 seconds isn't nearly as valuable as revealing your aura to them all for fucking 6 seconds whenever your power goes off. So again, this is the trademark stupid shit on Iris again. So Death Throws and Iridescent Photocard are both his highest rank add-ons, but again, we've got, he increases it double the length of main event, so 16-second main event, but you show your aura to the survivors for fucking using it every time. Fucking hell. And then apparently we've got Vecna changes. Okay. Oh yeah. This will be the nerfing that I talked about, fellas. So here we go. I'm about to be proven right again for you. Not narcissism. This is just what happens, because I've been here for nearly every release, boys. It's what happens. So this killer that's very easy to dodge is going to get really brain dead, probably, because all the streamers are just spewing bullshit as usual. Decrease second phase of World Breaker timer from 60 seconds down to 50 seconds. Yep, we start off with a nerf. Charge Vine attack ready sounds placed slightly in advance for survivors, so they've got even more prep time to dodge this attack that's very easy to avoid. I've been playing against Vecna recently, Survivor, and it's not easy to hard to dodge, I should say, this. Charge is not 0.33 seconds, sound activate at 18 seconds. So you might be able to potentially manipulate it, maybe. You might be able to manipulate that, actually. It's a very small window, but yeah. Killer base attack lunge speed adjusted from 6.6 to 6.9 to be on par with all killers. Wow, he had a smaller lunge, did he? Fucking hell, dude. The first add-ons, Bead Maze now increases World Breaker time by 2.5 seconds for each living survivor. We've not said what's been changed here, what the changes are. We've written enough patch notes now that we just can't be asked to put the numbers in, I assume. Shattered Wrist Rocket changed common rarity to uncommon rarity. Right. Bloody Roller Skates. Now killer gains the haste effect for 1.5 seconds upon exiting the Undergate attack. Don't know what it was before. Either way, it was just impossible to land this if they weren't in a cramped area, so... This is the haste effect you get coming out of the Undergate attack. Sure. Mid-century radio changed on common rarity to common rarity. We're changing these around for some reason. Forced Death Certificate reworks for each successful Word Breaker token placed on a survivor via Vine attack. Undetectable status effects until the next World Breaker mode activation. I read that and I didn't internalise it. So, reworked for each successful World Breaker token placed on a survivor. So every time you hit them with the vines. Undetectable status effect until the next World Breaker mode activation. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what it's referring to. I think this is referring to what the add-on actually is, but without actually mentioning what the add-on does. Right. Rabbit Remains changed rare to very rare, so they made it purple. Now give exhausted status effect for 10 seconds and increase the upside down ability cooldown by 5 seconds. Okay, so they've made it very rare and also added a nerf onto it. So Rabbit Remains, they don't want you to use that anymore, apparently. Broken Skateboard reworked for when Willraker mode starts. Your basic vault windows 30% faster, and auras of pallets and windows are revealed to you within 32 meters for the next 65 seconds. Okay. Yeah. Pizza Goggles changed very rare. Rare to rare. Very rare to rare. Reworks the Undergate attack's area of effect. Range is reduced by 90. Hang on a minute. Reworked for the Undergate. Dude, this grammar is fucking wild, dude. Who the fuck is writing these? Reworked for the Undergate attacks area of effect range is reduced by 90%. Dude, is this written like by a fucking 5-year-old? This is a game at the top of the genre, by the way. The top of the asymmetrical genre, boys. I think what they're doing is they've put reworked for, and then like literally because it's like licensed, they're saying the full actual name of the ability. So it's reworked for the Undergate attacks TM. Area of effect range is reduced by 90%, but that still doesn't make any sense grammatically. And its cooldown time is shortened by 25 seconds. Your exit cooldown time after executing the Undergate attack is reduced by 80%. I'm none the fucking wiser what any of that is, mate, because I don't even know. I can't even fucking understand this. Chest piece, remove the negative aspect of increasing the upside down ability cooldown, and the two charges attack radius are now diminished by 40%. This is kind of all just thingy to me anyway, because I don't even play him anymore, because I just don't like the way he plays. He's way too easy to dodge, and he's just kind of boring, to be honest. Oh, here we go. The ghoul, ladies and gentlemen. Brace yourself. Everybody's favourite B rank that we like to B tier, I should say, that we like to complain about en masse because we don't know how to fucking loop. Adjusted reticule stickiness on Survivor from 0.18 to half a second when attempting a Kagune leap. No, a Kagune grabs. Dude, the grammar is fucking insane. It's making me sound like I don't know what I'm reading, dude. Adjusted reticule stickiness on Survivor from 0.18 to 0.5. We've got to here, all right? Seconds when attempting a Kagune grabs. Fuck me. Updated the automatic hit detection that occurs at the end of a Kagune leap vault when a survivor attempts to vault back towards the killer to ensure greater consistency. Again, don't know what this means. I don't play this killer, dude, because he's just fucking boring and he can be very easily looped. It's insane, dude. He's literally a fucking B tier that everybody just complains about because it's like literally the status quo these days to complain about him. He's literally dog shit. Like, he's just so bad to play as. Killer actions update, accompanying the new language found in the perks description update. Do you want to accompany the language of your fucking patch notes so they're actually readable within the English dictionary? See the UI section below. We have expanded our distinction between basic and special actions performed, ladies and gentlemen, performed by killers. This is a game at the top of the genre, fellas. You might think I'm being a bit of a dickhead here when I'm bringing up all this up, fellas, but, you know, we've had this game for 10 years, and we had Evolve prior to this, which was a fucking masterclass in how to design an ASIM, but because they fucked the release up with microtransactions, couldn't keep the fucking hands out of the pockets, all the suits and everything, we lost genuine greatness, because again, within this great wide world, money fucking ruins everything, and is the greatest fucking detriment that has ever been designed by humankind. So, when I start picking apart things like this is because this is actually at the top of the genre now. This is the bog standard, the household name of ASIMs, and we legitimately can't even spell fucking words right in patch notes, mate, while consistently making bad design choices as well, to the point where 90% of the killer roster in this game is fucking unplayable at the moment, but is more information for survivors constantly all the time, you know, because survivors, again, to circle it back to the money issue, are the ones that are buying more cosmetics, so we're going to babysit them through the game because we prioritise money over a decent experience, and the game is getting progressively shitter as a result. It's a fucking disease, dude. It's a genuine fucking disease. I can't fucking stand it. It's insane. Because this game used to be so much fucking better, dude. So they've updated killer actions, accompanying the new language found in the post description update. Yep, we have expanded our killer distinction between basic and special actions performed by killers. Starting in update 9.5.0, the following terms will now appear in power, add-on, and perk descriptions. So here's this fucking nonsense as well. What this actually is as well, fellas, is this isn't actually just descriptions. This is actually nerfing of a lot of low-rank killers, lower-tier killers that have ways by specific add-ons and perks, synergies, to break pallets. They basically just took that off them, because again, this developer doesn't play their own fucking game or have a clue what they're actually doing with it. So again, what this is basically going to do, just for the brain dead again, because there are some of you watching my videos, I'm starting to get a couple of spiteful comments back at me on these videos, you're going to see even more fucking blights and ghouls now in your games, so enjoy. Basic break, when a pallet or breakable wall is broken by the default ability of any killer, so that's basically just kicking a pallet. Special break, when a down pallet or breakable wall is broken due to an ability granted by a killer's power, so this is when you break them with a killer power. Basic vault, this also doesn't mention that stuff like Eerie Button on Legion and Wesker's lab photo, I think it is, where he can break pallets with his charge. That's also affected by this. Because I have heard that in the mention of it when it was first announced on the stream. So yeah, it's a nerf that they've not actually mentioned there, because they like to do that as well. They like to shadow buff survivors in multiple different ways, i.e. move speed, and not mention it. Basic vault, when a window is vaulted by the default ability of a killer. Yeah, just basic vaulting. Special vault, when a window is vaulted by an ability granted by a killer power. I think this might extend to perks as well, so stuff like Superior Anatomy, Bamboozle, all that kind of stuff. That's classed as a special vault, I think. Could be wrong though, because Bamboozle is... This will be special vault as in when Wesker charges to a window. It'll be that kind of thing. Don't know if it's going to affect Bamboozle, because Bamboozle is activated on regular vaults. Yeah. Damaging generators, when a generator is damaged and loses progress due to... Does it lose progress? Fucking hell, that's a new one on me. Because every gen I've ever kicked has never fucking regressed. So, not meaningfully anyway. Due to the default ability of the killer just kicking generators. Generator explosions, when a generator loses progress due to an ability granted by a killer's power or perk. Right. With these new terms, we intend to express with increased accuracy when specific gameplay interactions are intended to work alongside one another, notably killer powers and killer perks, multiple gameplay descriptions. Again, there's another grammatical error. Multiple gameplay descriptions, a rogue full stop, a complete miss of have as a word in the Oxford English Dictionary. Multiple gameplay descriptions, full stop, being updated to surface these new interactions. The following killer powers descriptions are being updated. Whilst we're doing all this, can we get somebody on the actual dev team in the building that speaks fucking English as well, and who can actually write? That'd be nice. Who's this written by? Does it actually say what user it is? I don't want to scroll down because I don't want to go through this already. Probably doesn't, does it? Basic break, the singularity. That's a very strange choice. And I main singularity. So... that says to me that when he TPs to you and he breaks the pallet when he's coming out the ground, that's classed as a basic break, rather than a special break which is allegedly tied to killer powers. So when the Singularity uses his killer power to break a pallet, that counts as him kicking the pallet without his power. Right, okay. Special break, the Shape, Michael Myers, Hillbilly, Cannibal, Demogorgon, Oni, Blight, Nemesis, Knight, and Dark Lord. These are all people, yep, who... So Dark Lord will be in wolf form, Knight will be when his guards break, Nemesis will be tentacle, which is actually a massive nerf for Nem, because that's literally how you break pallets as this killer. The Blight, that'll be during his run, which is deserved, because I'm sick to the back fucking teeth of the game being designed around this cunt. I hate his fucking existence, I really do, because they won't nerf him, but they'll design and just destroy every other fucking killer, rather than actually nerf this killer, just because some top content creators go on fucking win streaks and bring in carry the subscriber side and the clicks and the views for the killer side of this game, by just going on fucking brain dead win streaks as him, whilst just fucking slugging everybody at fucking 5 gens. Absolute fucking cancer. Special Vault, the Legion, Mastermind, Good Guy, Ghoul, and Krasu. That's... did he have a fucking thing for Ghoul to break pallets? I don't know. No, that's Special Vault, isn't it? That's jumping over, so that's Special Vault, Special Break. Wow, Krasu is affected by this, dude. Krasu's Special Vault is something you actually never want to do, because it just doesn't do anything, dude. If you're vaulting as Krasu in head form, you're just asking to lose, because it just literally doesn't do anything. That's wild. Fucking hell. The following killer bins... Yeah, we don't need to fucking see this, man. This is just... It's literally everything, dude. Right, here we go. Survivor item update, so this will be nothing but buffs. Fog Vials. Reworked the fog cloud visual effect and rendering method. I actually thought these looked alright, and I'm not saying that to be facetious or just for the sake of saying it. I actually did think these looked alright. Opacity inside and outside its bounds is now more consistent across all realms. It's understandable if it looks a bit shit in certain of them. Always fully opaque when seen from the outside. So that is a buff. So they can put it down at a distance and you just can't see which way you go. Adapts to each realm's unique lighting and colour. So it's not too much. It is a slight buff there though, but... the following essential areas are now always displayed through the fog cloud when a survivor is downed, when a survivor is hooked. Increase the number of charges to 4, was 2 for the following items. Vials, just every fog vial I think. So just get to use it more. Fog vial add-ons, potent extracts, this is the visceral, so this is the best add-on. Increased fog cloud, again that's a grammatical error. Increased fog cloud, increased opacity bonus to 100%. No, it's not grammatical actually, that's just it's referencing the actual add-on. But again, you could just, you know, it's fine. Bonus to 100% was 5%. What? So I'm assuming what this is now is the increased bonus opacity is relative to the new fog cloud visual effects. We've added an extra full stop at the end there. I'm assuming this just basically makes it so that even when you're in the cloud, it's just white. Your screen's just fucking white, like mist. I believe that's what that does now, because it's 100% in it. Sure. Here come the buffs, survivor perk updates, fellas. Here we go. Better Together, plot twist can no longer force this perk's effect to activate out of the survivor's control. Okay. I don't know what Better Together was, to be fair, because nobody ever runs it. Fast Track Rework, this is the Yunjin perk. Fast Track is, I believe, was the one where your teammates are getting hooked and you get better skill checks. Whenever another survivor is hooked, you earn 1, 2, 3 tokens up to 9. While repairing, whenever you hit a great basic skill check, spend all tokens for each token spent. The generator gains 2 permanent charges. Is that not fucking broken? Am I reading that right? So whenever anybody else is hooked, you gain 1 token. So you can stack them up to 9. That's 1 charge. So I mean, you're never going to have 9. By the time you get 9, it's going to be fucking nothing. But no, I don't think it's as bad as I thought it was going to be actually. Because I thought it was going to be a case of where you could basically just make a generator like a fucking 10-second deal. I don't think it's that bad, no. Because at 9 tokens, 9 hooks is... somebody's likely to be dead, and... yeah, just... nah. Self-preservation, this is another rework. When another survivor is up, you gain elusive for 30 seconds. That's stealth. The icon has been updated to reflect this change. So you get stealth for 30 seconds when another survivor is upped. No cooldown, by the way. When a survivor, when I look in the direction, no, when a survivor looks in the direction of me whilst in my terror radius and I gain their aura reveal for 2 seconds, that has a 60-second cooldown. Okay. Unbreakable. Careful now. Once per trial, while down by a kill, you can fully recover. While downed, you recover 35% faster. That's the same as it was. Now only grants the survivor the ability to recover when the killer was specifically responsible for them entering the down state. Ooh, okay. So basically, it doesn't work with plot twist. Doesn't work with plot twist anyway. You won't use plot twist with this. Hang on, what does this counteract? So it only grants the survivor the ability to recover when the killer was specifically responsible for them entering the down state. I actually can't think of another way that would be responsible for entering the down state. I don't know. It's... yeah, a bit weird. I don't know. Can't think of a way. Killer perk updates. Plot twist can now no longer force this perk's effect to activate out of the killer's control. Yeah, sure. So they can't just steal that from you, basically. Another grammatical error there. We've not pressed enter on the keyboard when starting a new paragraph. So genetic limits directly after the killer's control, updated to apply the exhausted status effect simultaneously when the health state loss is recognised on survivors, not afterwards. So genetic, I can't even remember what this does, man, because you never run any of this shit because there's only like 4 playable perks in this game for killers. So it applies the exhausted status effect simultaneously when the health state loss is recognised on survivors, not afterwards. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Again, we forgot to press the enter key, so directly after, not afterwards. Hex crowd control. The first time a survivor medium or faster vaults a window, a dual totem ignites. So this is reworked, hang on a minute. Yeah, so this is the one where... this was the Trickster one, but I can't remember what it did. It was something to do with blocking pallets and vaults. So the first time a survivor medium or fast vaults a window, a dual totem ignites. The last 6 windows, survivors medium or fast vault, are blocked. Your basic vault blocked windows 15% faster. You see the auras of blocked windows within 24 meters. That's not terrible, but it is a hex perk, so it's terrible. I'm assuming they're permanently blocked, aren't they? The last 6 windows. They can shuffle it around though on a coordinated team. You just get your teammate in Discord to you just say to him, just vault a couple of windows on the other side of the map, mate, so I can free up these. And they don't do anything. Sure. Whoever's writing these patch notes seems to have broken the fucking enter key on their keyboard. So windows within 24 meters. Pop goes the weasel. Whenever you hook a survivor for the next 45 seconds, when you damage a generator, it explodes and loses 15% more progress. Was 20% current progress, now total progress only. So is that better? Again, I'm never running this because 15% can be yielded instantly, more or less. But I think that's actually better because it's not 20% of current progress, which is just tiny in most situations. It's just 15%. This used to be 25%, I think, if I remember rightly. Or it was 20%. Just blanket. And you get it for 45 seconds. I think it was 30, was it? Because they brought it down to 30 as well, I think. It used to be a minute back in the day, if I remember correctly. It used to be a minute, and you used to get, it was either 20 or 25% on your kick. Again, we haven't pressed the enter key. Terminus. Update is a trigger earlier when generators are completed to block healing. Abilities of survivors occurring simultaneously. Yeah, I'm just never going to use this because it's an endgame perk. Literally fucking pointless. Perk descriptions, updates. All survivors and killer perk descriptions of the game have been updated and simplified with more consistent language. Haven't you literally just said this? Aside from perk updates above, perk gameplay has not changed across the board. Our goals were the following. A, to shorten text and character usage. Ease player understanding, reset perk language for easier future maintenance. To achieve this, we have added expanding tooltips in the user interface. Status effects can now be expanded separately to display reminders. Status effects each feature unique colour labels, flagging them as positive or negative. Key bindings associated with a perk's activated effects are now displayed within perk's text description. Examples: Dead-Eyed, Come and Get Me, Dramaturgy, or Survivor perks. Which I'm not, I'm just pointing out is survivor perks. I'm not particularly arsed, to be honest, because I don't want... on the killer side of things, when I'm playing this game, I can play video games without having to be told every minute fucking detail that's going on. So, I don't want loads of shit all over my screen. So, I did say, I did do a video, I can't remember when it was, I was playing Survivor. Quite a long time ago, but I actually ran Windows and it actually confused the fuck out of me and made me play worse, because it was just literally, my screen was lit up like a fucking Christmas tree, dude. I genuinely do not know how people play with that much shit on the screen, dude, to help them. It's insane. Genuinely, it fucking made the game so much more difficult. Auras customized it. Ooh, aura colours. Can I have purple auras now? Players can customise some auras in the betas tab. Ooh, nice. We have some pink auras, ladies and gentlemen. Purple auras, that's alright. Yeah, or just all the usual stuff, mate. Store players can now use the clear all button to remove active notifications. Thank you. That genuinely good. So every time they release a fucking FNAF shirt or a Stranger Things shirt, I don't have to go through every single survivor and click on every single bastard shirt to remove the new notification. Deeply appreciate this. Insane. Oh, hang on. New prestige menu and reward system. Hello. Are we adding new things? Added a new way to track and view your rewards when prestiging your character, of which there is none, unless you've added some. Simply clicking on your character's prestige level will let you access and track your progress. Okay. New rewards given at prestige 25, 50, 75 and 100. Hello. Per character. The player guard badge menu is going to be badges and fucking banners, isn't it? I bet. Now includes the option to select between variations on a single badge against its fucking badges. Badges. Rather than evolving cosmetics, maybe, because this literally takes you fucking hours to reach on a particular character, because we just refuse to increase blanketly blood point gains, when the grind in this game is one of the most oppressive and egregious in PvP gaming history. So, yeah. Badges. Bug fixes audio. Let's see if they fixed survivors becoming completely silent behind any kind of object that obscures a single pixel of their character model, because that's been in the game for about 2 years now. Fixed an issue where Hattie's Silent Breach outfit does not have its lobby theme playing when equipped. Okay. Fixed an issue where outfits in the Moonrise collection were missing their lobby themes when equipped. Okay. Fixed an issue where Junjito lobby theme is missing when using the Soichi's outfit in the lobby. Yep. Fixed an issue where the generator repair dialogue between the Walking Dead characters no longer triggers. Yep. Fixed an issue where reward gauge fill sound effects are out of sync. Okay. Fixed an issue where sound effects with the Fury add-on plays on killer POV when phasing of the spirit. Okay. Fixed an issue where Cage of Atonement music is not working properly. We missed that enter button again. Bot improvements. Again, we don't need to read this. It's just, yeah, whatever. Known issues. Custom game match management settings only visible. Update when adding bots are placed to the lobby. Notice the visual bar only. The functionality is good. More previews are disabled for some reason. On the Trickster's rank up UI, rarely the S rank effects will blink in and out and remain when the S rank ends. Okay. Right, well that was some very beefy patch notes, ladies and gentlemen. It's probably about an hour long, so we're going to put a timestamp at the beginning of that. But we're going to, obviously, you know, go to the bots, we're going to run the map, we're going to have a look at any of the cosmetics if they've been added, and we'll see what the situation is, you know. So we do have the new survivor. Let me go to, we'll do the survivor first, and then we'll have a look. Yep, where's my clear all button? Where is it? Can I see the functionality? Where is it? Where actually is it? Do we have to go on somebody? Where's my clear all button? Clear all button? Is it in the room with us? Featured, redeem, or excels, nothing up here. That's filters. Maybe it's in filters, is it? That's a clear all filters button. So maybe it isn't then. Okay. Right, okay, so I don't know where that is. So here's the man himself. There's been a couple of people complaining about his body stature. Looks like they have actually increased the thickness of his arms, because when they did do the preview, his arms were like literally fucking noodles. Yeah. This is the man himself. He looks very basic, I've got to say. But, sure. He's giving the vibe of one of them survivors, dude. He's going to literally just be Jonah. Like Jonah or, you know, one of the really rare survivors, I think. I don't know. Maybe people will play as him. Let's see what his cosmetics are like. He's got quite a decent amount of launch cosmetics. This is good. Very good. Got your recolours. All of them are not really that different, but green recolours. These are still palette swaps. They just put a little bit more detail into them. Bright blue hair for some strange fucking reason. Green hair as well. And we get the blue ranks. Suave. Businessman. There it is. This man is incredibly clean. There is a bit of dirt on the pants. Incredibly clean indeed. It's probably the one that's going to be the most run. It's one I'd go for anyway. Just looks a bit better. Probably this without the hat though. I don't really like beanie style hats. Oh, you can actually see his bloody cosmetics now in the lobby, can you? That's pretty good. There was one more, wasn't there? Yeah, nice blue variant. There it is. I think now, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to have a look, if she exists, at the new lady that's come, innit? So I bet she's not even here, dude. I'm worried about this. I'm actually fucking worried about this. She's not in the PTB. She's actually not in the PTB. Okay. That do be strange. So she isn't here. Which kind of throws a curveball, because that could mean she's not even fucking a thing. And everybody's been blowing this out of the water, maybe. Maybe. Well, that's going to be that then, isn't it? I think we're going to have a look at the map though, because that is something I am genuinely excited for. A bit disappointed we don't get to see it though, because it does now worry me, because obviously I would like to have seen it. It was a pretty cool idea for me. As I said at the beginning, we're not playing this actually live, because I'm not going against fucking Twitch cunts, so we're going to do this in custom game against bots. And we'll try and get the map. Everybody's P100, dude, that's pretty funny. Are they white builds? Fucking why, dude? It should have a new map add-on, right? Yeah. VIP wristband. Well, we'll run that. I don't know if it's they planned it to, you know, be a thing. Fucking hell, dude. I'm gonna try and pick what these are now, aren't I? Which were the ones that I said stood out? That's a 1% stackable ace bonus. I always run ace, so I'm gonna have to try this. The survivors are when the one version maximum, don't need that. That's distant blades. Oh, it's only that one, it. See that? Well, we'll try it because maybe it doesn't. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Put the build on. The only fucking playable build these days. And batteries. Need to put survivors in there. Right, we're not having two Cheryls. Where's the new guy? Gotta get him in here. Dude, where the fuck is he? I cannot search him. What? Is he not playable? There's V. V's at the bottom. But Lee Yunjin because they changed the name. Dude, he's actually not selectable as a bot. Fuck me, dude. Right. Stick fucking Yunjin in there, just in spirit then, I suppose. Fucking wild. Right, let's get in there. I'm probably not even going to get a map here. There's only a 20% chance in it. That actually has a QR code on it. I wonder if that actually does anything, like properly, because it does actually have a QR code on that map offering. Come on, new map. Let me see, let me see. Yep, nope. That was new animations. Whoa, hang on. Fucking whoa. Hold the door. Hold the fucking door, boys. Hold the door. Let me put my cosmetics on. Hang on. There's a wee bit of effort here. Chill your beans. Fucking hell, dude. That was actually... I'm going to just put that one on. I want to see that again. We had new animations there. Stop the fucking presses. We put a little bit of effort into something. Hang on. Let me see that again. They've given him... I think that's an intro animation. They've given him an intro animation. He used to just stand there. Let's run that back. Look at that! Look at what happens when you put some fucking effort into your video game, you know? It's a small animation, but it's a start. He's got new voice lines. He's got new voice lines as well. Fucking hell, dude. Imagine if we could do this for every patch. Yeah, I'm still trying to get the fucking new map here. Why are we not doing this every fucking patch? Why are we not revisiting characters like this? It doesn't have to be a chapter-specific thing. Why are we not doing this? You'd see a really fucking distinctly different side of me, boys, with this game if this was the fucking norm. Right here. If they fucking put effort into it. It's why I complain about the game all the time and say it's so shitly balanced and say it's so shit about it, because it is fucking shit. Because they don't put effort in at all. But now here they are. So I'm going to praise the fuck out of this and say, well done. Good. Keep it up. Please keep doing this. I am spending money on your fucking product. Dude, how rare is 20%? I've just realised I can fucking pick the map it's in customs. I can fucking... Where is it? You can pick the map, can't you? Where's the settings? Where's the... Oh, hang on, there's the new menu. Yeah, it's a new badge in it. There you go. All the way at P100. 25, 50, 75, 100. So this is a good start. This is a good start as well. But I would have liked to have seen specific cosmetics, because a fucking badge for 25 prestige levels, mate, is very underwhelming. Very underwhelming indeed, to be honest. This should legit be cosmetics. It should be basically something that's tied to his lore, as like, once you get to P100, that's like the, you know, just to put a word to it, like the perfect version of him, or the proper version of him, you know, like the really high detail, legendary new animations type shit. You only have to do it for once per character, so it's not a fucking, oh, it's too much effort deal. Where's the fucking, how do you... Is it in settings here? Where's the fucking button to change the map? Was there not a settings thing? Alright, here it is. Fucking pinch me, boys. Is this a behaviour game? Nice little intro as well. Holy fuck. Okay, that's a complete revoicing of Ji-Woon, which I'm not completely on board with, because he sounds a lot fucking deeper. I did prefer it when he was... feels a bit more crisp, actually playing as it. There's the visual effect. This looks fucking nice, dude. This actually looks fucking nice. Lots of him being improved because they're actually dodging. Got a C rank there. So just M1 that. Right, he's not been completely butchered because he still feels like he's playable. We're legit in the hook dead zone. See what the new hooks look like. Disco hooks. There it is. There's like 2 hooks on the entire map though, which I'm not really a fan of. The Sabo one, you're never getting anybody to run up. First impressions, boys. I'm happy. I am actually happy. Because this looks like something they should be doing in 2026. This is what I was talking about, boys. All the times that I've been going on about... fuck is that laugh, dude? All the times I've been going on about the quality and all that kind of stuff. You've got music when you get to S rank. You get your own little tunes. Suddenly it looks like they wasn't actually lying, boys. To be honest, I'm actually fucking happy with this. But again, fellas, this is what they should be fucking doing with every release. And I'm going to say this right now, as obviously this has left a really good taste in my mouth as I walk through this map. It's very cyberpunky. I want them to do this with every original killer chapter, to be honest. Imagine this level of rework with Dredge or Singularity, you know, making a fucking nightmare realm for like Dredge and all that kind of stuff, progression of, you know, Garden of Joy and all that kind of stuff. I've said it for fucking ages, boys. I am not ranting for no reason. If they make shit like this all the time, I won't complain about the game. I legit would not complain about the game. This looks so fucking good. It is insane, dude. I am genuinely really happy with this. And this is like alt timeline to some people that probably watch me. Because here's the good version of Nem, you know? Because I've just sort of been given a slight glimpse, a trickle, a tickle towards the quality bar we were at with Evolve, you know. They haven't actually butchered him either. He's actually quite fast. That's a god window though, which I don't like. Yeah, that's kind of dumb shit. Okay, that's fine. Bot's not, player's not going to fail that though. Well, this is really good. This is genuinely really good. and they need to start doing this shit for every chapter. And obviously, you know, if you don't watch my videos, obviously nobody in a development role will actually be seeing these videos, but cry about it. I am going to say it that they need to do this. They need to start just doing this quality all the fucking time. Because the reason I say this, and obviously it's not being entitled. It's not being entitled, it's not being demanding, it is being a consumer. You know, I'm paying money consistently, as a whale, obviously, into their product. So I have every right. Is that Shaq? That's Shaq, innit? I have a right to ask for stuff like this. And if they give it to me, I'm going to spend more money. You know? I've got no issue with spending money if I get quality in return. Consumerism is about scratching backs, ladies and gentlemen. You make fun shit, you make high quality shit, I will buy said shit. You know? Because this is really fucking good, dude. I'm actually fucking tempted to just run the fucking map offering all the time. Just so I can try and get this map in my live games when it comes out of PTB. I play on this map back to back, mate. You know? Because it looks genuinely good. It looks like a city. You've put a backdrop on it as well, you know? We're in fucking Seoul. It's fucking really good. Some blades again. We're also, well, the hands are a bit desynced. Bit weird how they haven't changed his grunt though when he attacks. He's still got his default. Did that actually hit you? We're S ranked again. So we get a cool little. That's a god window as well. Not too pleased with that though. Because you got to think about low tiers. Move, don't you? These blades do feel a lot more crisp to throw. The slowdown's not as punishing as I thought it was going to be either. Because I just expect them to fucking destroy everything whenever they do things these days. Look at you on there. It looks really fucking good, this dude. It looks fucking insane. I'm gonna have to get used to his voice though, dude. His voice is a bit weird to me. I did prefer his kind of more higher pitched style voice. Because he does that as well, like he's got a high pitched laugh, but his intro made him sound like he was some 40-foot brick shithouse. It was dead deep. It's fun. You are actually there. That is if I had blades. Okay, the bots are still not really improved. S rank appears to be quite good to get to as well, actually. I'm not really keeping an eye on where I'm gaining points from, but it doesn't feel too bad to reach some blades. You didn't go there, okay. It's a bit weird how they've changed his blade landing thing though, from that little sort of purple scratches type thing. It kind of works, but it's just a bit... It's like, why? This one. It just seems like one of those things where you've just got to change things for the sake of changing them, yeah. Was the one that was in Shaq that was about to go, so we're pretty much at no gens here. You don't need one on Yoichi though, and then we've got a nice 12-up game. The gates are subway stations, that's pretty cool. We've got a reworked gate as well. It's like going into a... No, it is a subway. It's into... I thought it was like into a shop or something. Just go back over then, I think. Just realised I'm not running darkness, which is why I'm not getting as many auras. We are still here. Don't know where they are now. You're going down this side, can you get around there? Can they actually get out from around that? Yeah, they can. Okay. I want to see what the exit gate looks like, actually. It is, it's a fucking subway, that's pretty cool. Campfires at the end of it. Pretty cool. Very happy with that. Very happy indeed. Genuinely. That's really good. They need to start doing this, boys. They need to legit start fucking doing this. Because this is what they need to do in 2026 with the game. If this became the new standard, which is what they've said as well, they said we're going to be setting a new standard by doing this going forward, the complaining is going to start slowing down a little bit, because I'll actually have an ASIM in the genre now that's actually good, you know, and it's not just some fucking lazy, uninspired copycat shite like it has been for the past 2 years, pretty much at this point, where it's just non-stop licensed content, no maps, and very shit balance choices. Because on that topic, they haven't actually gutted Trickster. I think what I am going to run though is the added amount of blades. Was the actually? Let me just have a look at that a minute, because I did feel like I was running out of blades very quickly there, even when I was like hitting people. I'm sure there was an add-on for increasing blades. Was there? Was it one of his browns? Yeah, trick pouch maybe. Why is that disabled? Never used main event, did I? Just realised. I'm assuming I could have used it when I had whenever I got the S rank. I just didn't. I didn't notice that I could. I forgot to use it when it did that. That might be good actually. Tequila Moonrock, and because you increase your throw speed whenever you get a new style rank. And then the trick pouch just for, I mean, it's only 4 though. That would be good if it meant that when you actually just achieve S rank, and that's classed as main event, so when your S rank fades, you get half your blades back. That'd be good on him. So you don't have to keep running off to lockers. Sure. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. As I say, that's going to surprise quite a few people, because the changes there are pretty much across the board positive, to be honest. That map is fucking insane, and they need to be doing this. Not only did they do the new map, they actually reworked him, gave him a new voice, gave him some new animations as well. I don't know if they changed his run animation. You probably haven't, but he's got an intro animation now. This was something that was just a fucking alien concept in terms of expecting it from behaviour, because they never actually put any effort in most of the times. But if this is what they're talking about when they say that they're going to be, this is what they're going to be doing as a new standard going forward, I'm here for it. For the reasons I mentioned at the beginning of that round, fellas, if they actually start putting effort into it and actually have stuff to enjoy in the game, you know, and it's the quality climbs overall, won't have anything to complain about, you know. So it is what it is at the end of the day. But yeah, there it is. See you on the next one.